Hey cousins, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Chrissy Pips. Today is 101 Wednesday, and in today's video, I'm answering some questions from the chat. A couple people wanted to know like how I do my markups from beginning to end, so that's what this video is about. Now, I have been in a great mood. It's because I've been shopping. Okay, I got new mic setups and things like that, so I'm working on getting all of it correct, but I did use the new mic in this video. Let me know like if you guys like can see the difference, or hear the difference in the audio. Okay, but as always, if you enjoy the content of my video, go ahead and hit the like button, give me a thumbs up. Hey, if you think others can benefit from the information, go ahead and share it on social media so that you don't miss out on what's next. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, okay? And as always, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop the comments below. I love reading the comments and getting the feedback. Now, if you're here, you're interested, so let's get into it. Okay, so I've been getting a few requests from people to see exactly what it is that I do from beginning to end as far as my trade setups go. So let's pull up the notes. So start with number one. If you guys didn't see the plan video, I'll drop a card for it here. But yeah, I go through my trading plan. The first thing is to do our pregame, which is to get your mind right, make sure you're in a great state of mind, remind yourself of a few things. After that, move on to step two. Now, step two is the actual trading plan steps that we do for a markup. So there's an entire video on this, but I'm going to go over all of the pieces together very well. So first things first, let's go over to Forex Factory and check to see if there's any news or red folders. So we scroll down here. There's an entire video on Forex Factory as well. And I go over how to set up your folders and alerts and things like that. So for Wednesday, let's check out more days. So we have a few red folders. And these are red folders for today and tomorrow. So we will keep that in mind. Let's go back over here. And then I'll show you guys on the chart how you can set it up so that you can see your alerts and events also. Okay. And it'll put, you just go into, right click on your screen, go into settings, go down to events under chart settings, and then show economic events on the chart. You want to show event break. What that means is these little lines here, it's just going to show a line on your chart for what the different news folders and things are. And we will change these to red and okay. And you can click on it and you can see what the news is just by clicking on the little circles that pop up on the chart. Okay. And I use this to see which of these actually coincide with the information from Forex Factory. Go back to our text notes. And remember, when I did the video on the trading plan, I dropped all of this in the description below on that video. So you can actually copy and paste it into the text notes on your trading view account as well. That way you always have them. So now that we've done number one, let's go down to number two, which is to start on the daily. We're going to draw our trend line. We're going to draw our supply and demand, sweet and sour spot. So clearly we are in an uptrend. So with the lowest candle, it's going to be U. If this is our high, this is the origin for the high. We're going to drop that there. Zoom in, make sure it's correct. This is the lowest candle. That line goes on the lowest candle. So let's go ahead and zoom in here just to make sure this one is correct. Accuracy makes a big difference in the actual quality of the setups that you get. So let's go back over to our text notes. So we've done our trend line, okay?
Now we need to do supply and demand. So go back over to the chart. Let's pull out our fib. And since this is the highest point, we're going to use this here. And as always, we will always be zooming in to move this line. I do like to have a itty bitty teeny tiny piece just over the line for the fib, just a little bit. And the same thing on the other side as well. Just the itty bitty piece. I do prefer to use a box. This is my daily supply. I prefer to use a box. Let's zoom in. Let's make sure. Like my mentor, he has a thing about the lines. I prefer the box as well. So let's click on coordinates. And you just want it to extend across your entire chart. That way everything, all of your bases are covered. See? And you can make it go further back in the past if you want to. Just by changing this to like 2000. And this to like 2000. Oops. And it'll just keep going back for you. See? Just to keep things very relevant on the chart. Now, because this is an active swing, we will not be drawing a fib on this side to find out where the demand zone is at. But what we will do is take our little box. I want to do a box here. This is a sell zone. Okay, this is our daily time frame. So let's go back to our text note. Now we did that. We found sweet and sour spot. Now we want to drop everything into the folders. If you guys watched the previous video that I did about the TradingView update, you'll see the information there on how to do folders. So you go over here, click on object tree. Now these are the things that we've added to the chart, right? So click one, click a folder, drag everything else into the folder. Then right click the folder, click rename. We want to change the name to day. So we can lock everything in the folder. Once you click the lock where it says day, it'll lock everything for you. You can make everything invisible or visible all at one time. Now, typically I'll do this markup on a Sunday or Monday. The daily time frame I leave up for the week because it doesn't really change all that much. Really, I like to keep this in one box by itself. Okay, so let's go back to our text note, and we've already done the daily. So the next thing is the 4 hour, and it says to repeat step 2, but we're going to do everything on a 4 hour time frame. And then it's the same thing for step number 4 down here. You go back and repeat step number 2, but on a 30-minute. So let's go ahead and do that. Finally, let's go down to the 30 minute, which is where I really want to go anyway. So clearly we have an uptrend here, okay? Clearly. And let's take a trend line. Let's start at our origin. Drive it there. Let's fix our origin because this chart is really long. And remember, if you hold control and use your scroll wheel, it'll zoom out for you. This is our lowest candle and the longest width of the lowest candle. Go back. And this is our high. Grab the dot. This is the high. This is the origin of the high. Let's zoom in. Let's see which of these are actually higher here. Oh, okay, it's gonna be over here. So we can move this big impulsive move right here. Where is the start? I'm gonna put it right there. And now this is a nice trend line for our uptrend. And if these are annoying, like I actually have mine blended in on my chart, so that they don't get in the way so bad. There we go. Now they're not so pronounced, right? So let's zoom in here. So let's use this full screen. Candle. Yep. To our highest candle. Yep. And we have a nice little zone here that price to bounce off of. This is a 30-minute demand zone. Fix this up a little bit. And that's a little box for a buy. It already took the bait. Let's take a look and see where it could retrace at though. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so now that we have our daily 4 hour 30-minute done, check our risk to reward ratio after we check for our position. So we are looking for our next buy setup. It looks like we've missed the entry, so we'll have to wait for the retracement. Now we can potentially set some alerts here. Since this is a buyer's market, we are clearly in an uptrend. We do not want to counter trend trade. So since we've missed the buy, even though had we had the markup in earlier, we would have gotten it down here. But since we did miss that, we're going to set some alerts. So you can right click on your chart and then set an alert here. and then put in a note for yourself. Okay, so our little note is going to be take a look at the chart to see if the pullback has started. When you hit create, it turns orange here on your chart. Okay, and what that does is as soon as price gets to this point, it'll just give me a reminder to look to see, since this is the area where price could potentially turn around, if it actually did that. Okay, let's go back to our note. Now, because we don't have an entry, we can't really check risk to reward and things like that. But what I right click on your trend line and add an alert to it, which is very helpful. And we just do crossing, period, and go. There's an alert set on it under your alert. So hover over it and it'll highlight it. See how it changes the line right here? They're like really big. That's just an indication of which one it is before you start clicking on it. And yes, I do trade Bitcoin, so I have a couple of alerts set there. Let's see. And check RSI. So I don't know if I did a video on RSI. I'll have to check. But our RSI, we do have a little bit of divergence here, because this is a high and this is a lower high. This is a high and this is a higher high. So we do have it from here to here, but I wouldn't say it's very much. So we can mark it up. So let's make this black and go from here to here. Move that around a little bit and do another one from here to here. That way we can see that this one is going down and that one is going up. I love the little arrow guy. It's very helpful. So we do have a little bit of divergence on the chart. We did get a very clear buy signal once it hit this area, this zone, for our RSI. So we'll be looking for another one up here. Hopefully when it gets to this box, it'll match. So that is definitely one thing I do look for confluence. Let's go back to our notes. Check your emotional state. Do you feel good about this setup? Do you feel good enough about the setup to take the setup? Right? If you're confident, enter the trade and then walk away. Now, if you're not sure, not 100% feeling great about a markup, you should still take the time to demo the trade. Okay? Just to see if your thought processes were in line with market movement. It definitely helps you grow as a trader, and you're going to start seeing yourself become consistent with the market, or your ideas become consistent with the market more frequently, which also helps your confidence in trading, which is very important. Okay, so let's go back to our text notes. Whatever you track will grow, so publish it. There's an entire video on TradingView and how to publish your ideas, but just for the sake of this video, you click the publish button, you type in your notes. Please don't forget your tag. Please, if you have a Twitter account or StockTwits account, add it, because it just gives the information out. It gives you some confidence when you have other people look at the trade ideas and setups and things like that. You get some good feedback from the community here on TradingView as well. And you can lock it if you don't want it to be public, and unlock it if you want it to be public. But if you lock it and make it public on Twitter, it like defeats the purpose. But I didn't tell you that. But let's see. So we're not going to publish this one because we don't have an actual setup yet. And this is on our AU. ACAT is moving a little slow today, but I still wanted to get a video out. So we're on AU. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have any other questions. The only question I won't be able to answer is the one about my fib setting. You have to be on my team to have my fib setting. But with that being said, my website is finished. My team and I have put together a pretty extensive set of beginner videos to help people out, and it's free. So I'll link that in the description below. You can take a look. Join the community, cousins. Like, we give out free information. We do webinars. You get a chance to chit chat with my personal mentor, and just kind of get a better feel of exactly what it is that we do, especially if you're new to Forex and crypto. So I'll leave a link in the description box below for the website information. We send out calendar event notifications and things like that as well. That way, when we do the Facebook Lives and things like that, you'll be notified. Okay? But that is going to wrap up this part of the video. But, you know, we always have one more thing to do on Wednesday. So this isn't our normal subscriber update. This is an update about the channel. I do kind of want to keep you guys in the loop. So this is what we did as of last month. And this came out on the 1st of May. So I'll get another one of these reports at the end of this month in a few days here. And we did go over 200 subscribers. We added 21 new subscribers, 337 views, 2,322 watch minutes. So the channel is definitely growing. I really appreciate the support, the feedback, the participation that you guys are giving. It is phenomenal. But this is like the little update that you get. And I really like this update. Like, it's really nice that they even send this out. So I don't have to like go in and read all of the analytics myself. But yeah, that's gonna end today's video here. As always, if you guys enjoy the video, please go ahead and hit the like button so that you don't miss out on what's next. Go ahead and subscribe and turn on notifications. There are a few things that I'd like for you guys to comment on, so don't forget to leave a comment below. Let me know if there's something specific that you want me to do a video on too. I do definitely try to do that. This video is a product of one of those suggestions. And as always, if you think that others can benefit from the information on the channel, please don't forget to share it on social media. But as always, I hope you guys are having an awesome and productive day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.